Okay, coming to one more equation, one more Cauchy-Euler equation. We'll see how to solve it. Okay, solution to this Cauchy-Euler. What are all the things that I should remember? First thing I should write is it is a Cauchy-Euler equation. How you will answer it? Full form you write. Okay, not the shortcut. Right? It's a Cauchy-Euler. Cauchy-Euler differential equation. Okay. Next, what you will write? What's the substitution that I am making? I'm making the substitution. That things you should write that information. X is equal to e bar z. You will write z is equal to log x. Also, you will write dz by dx value is equal to 1 by x. Also, you will write. Apart from this, depending on the number of derivatives you will have, you will write. What is that is x square d square y. This is nothing but theta into theta minus 1 into y. Actually, first derivative you should write first. Sorry, I've written the second derivative. Okay, first derivative is just theta y. Okay, suppose if you ask me, what ma'am, if you have third derivative, how do we write? That rhythm goes on and on. It is like theta minus 0. This one has theta minus 1. So next it would be theta minus 2 kind. The rhythm will go. You can as well cross check it. Yeah. Well, if I have a third derivative, I would have written like this. But as of now, I don't have a third derivative in this problem. So I'm proceeding normally with the second order derivative. What I'll be getting is theta into theta minus 1 minus 3 into theta plus 1 into y. This is equal to log x is what? Z. Such a complicated term we have, but then it gets simplified. Sin log x is z, sin z plus 1 by x is what? E power z. Okay. So I will rewrite the right side part later. First I'll handle the left side part, which is nothing but theta squared minus 4 theta plus 1 into y. This is equal to e power z and e power minus z are common. Okay. Sin z is one term. Another term is z into e power minus z. Okay. These are the two things that I have. Okay. Yeah. Now for yc, what should I do? I'll be finding for yc. I'll be writing the auxiliary equation. What's that? M square minus 4m plus 1 is equal to 0. So the roots are something like m is equal to 2 plus or minus root 3. What if you give it to a calculator, you will be getting in decimals, guys. Don't worry. You have searched to be the roots, two different roots. 2 plus root 3 is one root, 2 minus root 3 is one root. Okay. Right. How do I write yc? This is equal to, just try put m1 and m2 and c, e, that's it. E power 2 minus root 3 into x plus e power 2 plus root 3 into x. This is my yc. How do I find yp? Coming to yp part, for yp, what do I do? I'll rewrite the equation as yp is equal to 1 by theta square minus 4 theta plus 1 into, there are two terms. There are two terms. So what I have is e power minus z is common to both the terms. I have e power minus z and z are common. I'll be having sin z plus 1. Okay. So how do I do it? See, first remove your e power z, for which what I should do? Replace theta by theta minus 1. Why? Because a, in the place of a, I have minus 1. So what I'll be having is 1 minus 1 by theta minus 1 whole square minus 4 into theta minus 1 plus 1. Done. I'm done with e power minus z part. So I'll be removing it out. Right. I'll be having z into sin z plus 1 part inside, because e power minus z part is done. Let us simplify it. Theta square minus 2 theta plus 1 minus 4 theta plus 4 plus 1 is what I will have. Okay. So finally, it would be theta square minus 2 theta minus 4 theta is 6 theta. And then 4 plus 1 would be 6. Okay. So in the denominator, e bar minus z by 1 plus theta square minus 6 theta plus 6. Okay. Last term is z. This term is z only z. Okay. And then the second term, just see the first term, whatever is there, that would be what? E power minus z, 1 by theta square minus 6 theta plus 6 into z sine z is what I will have. Sine is nothing but the imaginary part of e power I theta. For this, I know what I should do. I should be taking it by an binomial expansion. Okay, for which I will be taking 1 by 6 common and rewriting it as 1 plus theta square minus 6 theta by 6 inverse into z. Let this be yp1, guys. Yp1. Why? Because I have tried both the terms again and again, which will be hectic. Let me handle one after the other. E power minus z by 6 is there. Yeah. So theta of z only is 1. Anything else is 0. So till where do I expand this term as? I'll expand only one term here. Okay. So what I will have will be 1 minus theta squared minus 6 theta by 6. What's it? 1 minus x plus x square kind of. X square would give me anyways theta squared. Theta squared of z would be 0. So I'll be taking only till here. Okay. Of z. So e power minus z by 6 into z minus theta squared of z is 0. Minus 6 of z is 6 by 6. So what I'll be getting finally is z e power minus z. This value is 1 with a plus sign by 6 plus e power minus z by 6. Okay, right. Now yp2 will have what? Yp2 would be 1 by theta square minus 6 theta plus 6 into theta e power minus z is also there. Okay, I'll be having here z sine z. Sine z, I'll be writing it as imaginary part of e power iz. I'll be writing and proceeding. Okay, so what I should replace with? Replace theta by theta plus I. Okay, so let's see what happens. E power minus z is there. 1 by theta plus I whole square minus 6 into theta plus I plus 6 into z. E power iz, imaginary part of e power iz. Also, I have taken out because it's been operated already, right? So, imaginary part of e power iz is there into e power minus z is there. Denominator simplification, theta square minus 1 minus 1 plus 2 theta I minus 6 theta minus 6i plus 6. Okay. Plus 6 minus 1 would give me 5. Theta squared is as it is. What I will get in the denominator would be 5 will be there. And then plus 6i also will be there. So this would give me what? 2 theta I minus 6 theta. So it's all about z. So I'll be taking out 6, 5 plus I, 5 minus 6i. This is 5 minus 6i I'll be taking out and finally finishing off with the binomial expansion. E power iz into e power minus z. Okay, in the denominator I'll be having what? I'll be taking 5 minus 6i common. So what I'll be having here is, just see, this term is my 1. Okay, 1 plus, what are all the things that I'll be having is theta squared plus 2 theta I minus 6 theta by 5 minus 6i into z is what I will have. Okay. Yeah, till where I will be expanding? Only one term I'll be expanding. So accordingly, I'll be writing imaginary part of e power iz into e power minus z by 5 minus 6i Z is as it is. How many terms I will expand? Only one term, because after that anything would be 0. Theta squared would be 0. 2 theta into Z I would be what? 2I by 5 minus 6I. Okay. Yeah. Minus of minus is plus. Theta of Z would be 6 by 5 minus 6I. Okay. This is what I will get. Now my job is to take the imaginary part. Okay, e power minus z is as it is. It's there outside. Cos z plus I sin z. I'll be taking. Okay, and into z minus 2i by 5 minus 6i plus 6 by 5 minus 6i. I'll be taking. Of course, in the denominator also, there is this term by 5 minus 6i. Now, what I will do? What are all the imaginary parts I will trace out? This would give me an imaginary part. Also, this would give me an imaginary part. Okay. Of course, in the denominator, whatever is there, I can just multiply. Okay. Yeah. I sin z into this also would give me an imaginary part, and that's it. Only 3 imaginary parts would be there. Hence, the final answer would be something like this. What that is e power minus z is as it is. Okay. 1 by 6 z plus 1. Okay, that was the first part. Just a second. The final answer would be 25 plus 36 would be 61, right? So 1 by 61, 5 sin z plus 6 cos z is what I will have. One imaginary part. The another imaginary part would be 2 by 3721 into 27 sin z plus 191 cos z. This would be the other part. This is my YP2, guys. Okay, finally, everything in terms of x, if I write, y would be equal to yc plus yp. If I write everything in terms of x, that would be my final answer. It would be something like x squared c1 x root 3 plus c2 x minus root 3 plus 1 by x, 1 by 6 log x plus 1 plus log x by 61, 5 sin log x plus 6 cos log x, because wherever z is there, it is log x, plus 2 by 3721 into 27 sin log x plus 191 cos log x. This is how I will write the answer and I will solve. Though it's a complicated one, it's very easy. Only thing is you need to check with the imaginary parts properly. Okay.